CM Punk's speech at the end when he lost was cool. I loved his ending speech. Was very good. Great message. But I'm just so upset. I mean, like, don't you know that we've been saying, I mean, like, what did I say the other day on the show? The other day on the show I said, if I was fighting CM Punk, I would just go for his legs. I would just take him down by his legs. Because that's his weakness. His weakness is take him down by his legs. I've been saying it all day, all week. Just shoot on him quickly. Just explode on him. Explode, shoot on him. Do what Lesnar was doing to that Mark dude. And he can't defend it because he's lurchy. He's like, CM Punk's like lurchy. He's got big, long legs, and he's just very, it's like a tree. You just take him down, right? You take CM Punk down, and that's it. So I am fucking beyond, I'm fucking beyond myself as far as this goes. I mean, the only time I see CM Punk in trouble, he's always in trouble when it comes to wrestling. Go fucking figure. The dude's a wrestler. or he was a wrestler, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, we know. But that being said, it's like the best thing for CM Punk would be to be in a fight with a guy who punches. If he's in a fight with a guy who punches, no problem. He might be able to, last a couple rounds. But when it comes down to a guy who's going to take you down like that, it's over. It's over. And that's exactly what happened again. And this is what... But how, if you're on CM Punk's team, if you're on his people's team, or whatever the hell it is, why are you not only training him to defend against the shoot? Defend your legs. We are going to stop people from grabbing your legs and taking you down. Because that is the only thing I ever see happening to him. And anybody who doesn't do that against him in a fight is an idiot. How does CM Punk not know that, I mean, maybe it was just so quick he couldn't defend it and he was looking for it? I mean, it just didn't appear that he was looking for it at all. And that's, you knew it was going to be a shoot on his legs. You knew it was going to be a wrestling tackle. Because he can't defend against that. I haven't seen him successfully be able to defend against it. And once you get him off his feet, he pretty much, yeah, he's scrappy and stuff on the ground, but pretty much it's over once you get him on the ground. That's why I picked first round submission. Because you wouldn't really knock CM Punk out because you wouldn't be looking to do that. You'd just be looking to get him on the ground and submit him. Granted, he got his head punched in a bunch tonight. I mean, no doubt about that. He got his friggin' head punched in. But, dude, how did he not expect that shoot? How did he not expect it? If you've been watching my show for the last year, I've been telling you guys that CM Punk sucks when it comes to the shoot. He can't defend against it. Coincidentally, the wrestler can't defend against a wrestler who wants to take him down. And when you lose that battle, it's over. It's been over for him. Why was CM Punk not schooled on stepping aside or dropping forward and pushing his legs back from underneath him and, shoving down or hooking the neck and the arm? Anything. He wasn't even ready for it. He should have been ready for it. He should have been knowing. CM Punk should have known the first thing that's going to happen to me is he's going to go for my legs and attempt to take me down. If that were the case, there's only two things I can think, and I'm not a goddamn UFC strategist or a fighter. I don't know shit, really, but I do know this. You can either knee him in the fucking jaw, kick him in the face before he gets there, or just step aside. Step aside and drop your legs back and push back. Move, quick. Do anything. You have to know that that's coming. And unfortunately, I don't believe allowing it to happen is the first problem. The second problem is once you're in it. And from what I've seen, the minute that CM Punk it has this submission applied to him or is on the ground on his back, the minute that someone grabs a hold of his legs, game is over at that point. So there's only two things you can do. Yeah, you can learn to get out of it, but I don't think he's going to because his legs are so long. His body isn't made to grapple on the ground. That just is not what CM Punk is made for. His body don't look like it's ready for it. So the only thing you can do is defend against it and not allow it to happen. But he fucking allows it to happen right away. And here's my problem. I think that if maybe if he got out of it the first time, if he sidestepped it, honestly, Mickey Gall might have just kept doing it. And at some point, you're going to wear down and be tired of defending. And at some point, most likely, Mickey Gall would have just gotten him in it anyway. And that's the scary thing for Punk. So Punk loses like right away, because I was saying it to Leah all night. I go, he's going to go for his legs. If you get CM Punk's legs, it's over. It's submission. Bam, it's done. So Punk has to be careful because all you need to do is go for his legs. Right away. The fight's over. I mean, it was over right away. He was almost submitted. Give him credit for getting out of a submission a couple times, but he took a pounding to the head. His ear looks like fucking Dumbo's cock. I mean, did you see CM Punk's fucking ear? CM Punk's ear looks like... I mean, the last time I saw it, it looked like a fucking... I'll say it looks like a fat girl's pussy. I mean, his ear is huge. Now, his ear is busted ravioli, is what CM Punk's ear is right now. It's unfucking believable that he allowed this to happen. I also want to announce, guys, that Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy are going to be here October 21st. I'll be meeting up with them and doing commentary for Top Rope Promotions here in Massachusetts, probably Fall River. And that'll be October 21st. October 21st, the Hardys here. UFC 203 continues. We continue to cover it. The next fight's coming up as Duke Nukem, the referee, gets ready to tell them it's ready. It's time to fight. Leah said he looks like Duke Nukem. Holy shit, Leah, he does look like Duke Nukem. Oh my God, the referee is Duke Nukem. All right, we're going to take your phone calls about UFC 203 and see what you guys have to say about this shit that went down with CM Punk. Wanted to step in the octagon. 401, what's up?
Hey, Joe, what's going on?
Hey, man, how are you?
Hanging in. All right, so I'm a boxing guy.
Right.
That's one of the sports I'm dedicated to watching.
You're a boxing guy, so, I mean, wait a minute, you like to watch boxing, or you actually are like a boxer?
No. Boxing fan.
Okay, all right.
I've watched UFC, previously and whatnot, but, one of the things that, Mayweather always talk about is, they would hop on him about he never gets hit, he doesn't like to brawl, and he used to always say there's nothing cool about getting hit. From watching Punk train, it looked like he was unprepared. It looked like his defense was not even close to ready. And I blame this more on the UFC because they took him as a name to throw on a card. If you're going to fight, it doesn't matter what kind of fighting you're doing. No matter how much sparring you have, it's going to come much quicker than an actual fight. Sparring, if something happens, you can tweak it the next time you fight. But if you don't actually get in there and have a few fights under your belt, not on this type of stage, it was too fast for him. Even though there was a couple of years delays with the injuries, the back surgery and whatnot, it was too quick for this to come on.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's been training. I mean, dude, he's been training for a long time now.
Universal Championship.
It's been a long time. Here we go with the donations.
That looks the same as
Oh, I can hear the piece of shit red belt somewhere.
There's the red belt, guys. Donation, $5.55. It says, now that CM Punk has lost his official UFC debut, how long do you think fans will spew all this loss hate towards him? I think it will last or disappear rather quickly.
So what do you think of his stock, though, right now? But we take it as UFC and as WWE. Where is his stock at as a commodity? Obviously, if he was like on the indies, like say
right.
TNA wanted him, he'd blow up TNA in a minute. TNA could use him.
Yes.
But, where do you see his stock at just off this alone?
I call it even. I really think he breaks even because on the one hand, you're like, man, he got his ass kicked. Jesus. On the other hand, it's like, well, but he's got balls doing this when he really shouldn't be, to be honest. He really, the fact of the matter is he really shouldn't be doing this. And that's really it.
It's too big of a stage to jump on for a first fight. It's too big of a stage. You need to be in some small gym.
He just shouldn't be doing this. I can tell you right now, I know I'm not the biggest UFC guy, and a lot of people listening to me right now probably know maybe a lot more than I do. And I want to thank everybody who's clicking that red subscribe button to stay in tune with all the sports news and the WWE and the UFC and shit. But here's the thing. I know CM Punk, I'm sorry, he's not going to ever be good at this. I'm sorry. He is tough. And what he said at the end of the fight when he said the stuff about being yourself and believing your dreams and shit, that was so goddamn good. What he said was unbelievable. And I thought it's funny because when he got beat up, it was sad. It was like, oh man, like all this and Jesus. But he really like tied it all up with a bow and was like, look what I did. Look what I did. People said I couldn't do it, and I'm here now, so whatever. You know
what he's going to do?
What's that?
He's going to delete the UFC career.
He should
and
delete.
head over to TNA.
Go to TNA.
Head right over to TNA. You might have Cesaro there in a few months. You might have Del Rio there in a few months. Probably Paige. They're building that roster up.
Yeah, you know
if he goes there.
Yeah. Oh, it's over. If he goes
again.
Oh, if he goes there, the company explodes. I mean, to be honest, TNA. It's funny. All the TNA people went to NXT, and now they're going over there to the WWE. But thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it. I am just befuddled. I'm honestly befuddled that after the last year and a half of me seeing tape of him and people telling me what's going on, and knowing that he is vulnerable to the shoot, vulnerable to his legs being taken from him. To allow that to be the first thing that happens is out of control for me. I mean, it's asinine for me to believe, because that is the only thing I would be concerned about Punk defending. It really is. Everything else, if the guy's standing square up, fighting you, punching you, kicking, that's great. You might last. Punk might last. But he's not going to last when his Achilles heel is the double leg takedown, or a single leg takedown, or a burst or shoot, or a grapple. Funny enough, CM Punk does not want to be in that situation. Somebody said, oh, CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar would annihilate CM Punk in a real fight. You saw what this guy did to him by grabbing his legs and dropping him? That's what Brock Lesnar would do, except that it's a bulldozer. It's not even... I just don't understand. I mean, it'd be nice to hear what Punk's... I would love to interview Punk and say, Punk, not to be disrespectful. I'm just saying, because I love Punk after this. This made me... What a badass. Like, he takes a fucking beating, and then he sends a message, gives a message out to everybody that was just very nice. I thought it was fucking nice what he said. That was a great... It shows you how good his communication skills are, how goddamn good his social skills are, his mic skills are. Go back to wrestling, man. Not because you'll never make it in the UFC or whatever. It's not that. I do believe that, though. I don't believe he'll ever win anything. He can't, because if the only way he can win is if they get some guy, if he fights a boxer. Fight a boxer. Go get CM Punk a boxer. I would beat CM Punk in a fight. Okay? Years ago I said something like that. I said, let's both go in the octagon. I've never been in a fight. You've never been in a fight. Let's go. And he blocked me on Twitter. That was 2 years ago almost. But anyway, that being said, I would beat him in a fight. I wrestled in high school. I took people down like this. I slammed people's backs on the mat just like this. I'm in no shape right now whatsoever. But give me 2 years, I'm not going down to a shoot like that in the start of a fight. Are you kidding me? I mean, if you interview CM Punk, I mean, the only thing I can think to ask him is, didn't you expect the shoot? Didn't you expect your legs to be taken from you? And I would wait for his response. I believe his response would be yes. If they have any kind of game plan whatsoever. And if that's the case, and the answer is yes, and he expected it, so even though you expected it, CM Punk, you were not prepared for the speed, or you were caught off guard somehow. How were you caught off guard? Was it the jitters at the beginning of the fight, and then he sprung on you and you just fucked up? Or was it he was way faster than you expected? Either way, the only thing that should have been said is, he's going to come right after your legs to start the fight. He's going to be shooting at your legs to submit you to start the fight. Don't let it happen. He's going to be faster than you expect. Be prepared to move faster than you've ever moved first and right away. And they should have worked on that situation. Hell, I would have sold fucking tickets to everyone in the neighborhood, or given away for free to have a fucking fight. And then in the middle of it, you could have CM Punk just come out there and have the fastest guys try to shoot on him and try to take his legs out. Put him through the gauntlet with that, because you're going to have to defend against that. You're never going to win a fight if you can just have your legs taken out from him. Even a guy who doesn't normally wrestle or shoot. will do that to you. It's that bad. It is that bad. Is he tough, though? Yes. Could he take some punches? Yes, if he gets a fighter and a kicker. Let's open up the phone lines. 339-226-6610. I want to thank everybody for subscribing. Over 39,100 subscribers, now at 39,201. We're talking about UFC 201. My name is Joe Cronin. This is the Joe Cronin Show. Hit me up on Twitter, at Joe Cronin Show on Twitter. I want to thank everybody for reaching out to me, and thank you to Matt Hardy for the words as well earlier. Appreciate it. 813, what's up?
Hey, sir.
What's up? What's up, man?
I'm sitting here watching the Joe Cronin Show.
You damn right.
Wanted to share my opinion on CM Punk in the UFC.
All right, what do you think about CM Punk losing?
If you didn't see it, he's not capable of being a UFC fighter.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. I don't believe he's capable of it. He's very capable. Is he capable of being tough? And I want to thank you guys for the donations, by the way. I really appreciate those. Let me get this donation over here. A Smelly Pillow just donated. I called it from the beginning. First round, Punk gets submitted. I should have bet someone. Joe, I love your testicles. Wow, a Smelly Pillow. Thank you for donating and saying that you love my testicles. That's very strange, but I like it in a weird way. I don't know why, but I like it. Let's get those donations up there, guys. I appreciate you guys supporting the show. As you know, YouTube has demonetized lots of my videos. There's still a fight going on right now as Duke Nukem continues to be the referee in this one. But so I really appreciate you guys supporting me like that. If you do want to support the show tonight while I continue to broadcast, click the link down below in the description box for the Twitch alerts, or Streamlabs they're being called now, live donations. All the donations amounts are listed there, and there you have it. But most importantly, if you can't do that, just click that like button and also subscribe to the channel, guys. Man, I'll tell you what, and I'm 32 years old. I'm a lot closer to Punk's age, you know. Man, I mean, a 24-year-old guy versus a 37-year-old Punk. I mean, I don't know. If I was Punk, I would have fought. You should have fought Joe Cronin. I would have came out and I would have gone after you. I appreciate you guys in the comments, by the way. I don't know. 210. You're on the Joe Cronin Show talking UFC 203. What's up?
Hey, so with Punk's sort of eye-opening loss, do you think he might change his mind and head back to WWE?
I don't think so. I mean, I honestly believe he's gonna fight again. I really do. I don't know where he's gonna fight again. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna someone's gonna change his mind. But he sounds determined because he kind of chuckled when he said, "Believe it or not, this isn't the last of you seen of me." I mean, he signed up for 7. I think he signed for 7 fights, I believe. I mean, I think that's the deal, but I don't know if that's gonna last. But he's not gonna. I'm sorry, he's not gonna. I can't see anybody losing to him. I cannot see anybody losing to him, and it's going to be a struggle for him just to get to the second round. And if he doesn't learn how to protect against the shoot, against his legs being taken from him, he's never going to be able to win a fight, I don't believe. And I don't believe his body makeup is made for this. I just don't believe he's built this way. He made the weight and everything, but I just don't see his skill set being this way. He's more like, I could see him being like a boxer or something, but I can't see him doing this because too much can go wrong for him. I appreciate the call, by the way. Great, good call. 937, you're on the Joe Cronin Show. What's going on?
Hey, do you know what happened right after the match while they were playing the clips? It sounded like some weird stuff was going on, like he was having a tantrum in the ring. I wonder if you heard anything about cell phone videos or what was happening.
No. Cell phone videos? What do you mean?
Like people watching.
I know what you mean.
From him walking around holding his hand up or something.
I mean, he might be upset at himself. I mean, maybe he was just screaming at himself. I mean, I don't know. He was. It seemed. I mean, he seemed humbled, to be honest. He seemed like kind of like embarrassed a little bit. You know what I mean? Like when a cat falls and they're like, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that." You know, he kind of had a little bit of that. Like he was smiling a little bit because he was. And I know he's not really embarrassed, but just a little bit of embarrassment. I mean, I feel like, but. Because I think he was shocked that happened. I think he knew it could happen. It could go that quick. But I think he was, he just didn't know how to deal with it, at the time. But, yeah, we'll have to look on YouTube and shit. Maybe there'll be a video released of him having a meltdown or something. I was more concerned with the guy before who got his goddamn eyesight taken away, and they're interviewing him. I'm like, get this guy to the fucking hospital. But good call anyway. Well, this is the Joe Cronin Show, guys. Thank you so much for all the subscriptions on YouTube. Of course, free to click that red subscribe button and be a part of the Joe Cronin Show, and that way you won't miss any of the shit that goes on. We're going to be joined a little bit later, possibly by Dave Rose and Justin Bailey and all them. So this is incredible. UFC 203 continues to roll on, and we continue to talk about CM Punk's loss, epic loss. His ear looked like a goddamn elephant's ear. 254, what's up? Hey, 254, you're on. What's up?
Oh, yeah. He had balls stepping into the octagon at 37 years old against somebody that's 24.
I agree. I mean, I think that's when you think about how fast the 24-year-old would be compared to your 37. I mean, I'm 32 right now, and I'm just starting to feel it. You know what I mean? I ripped my hamstring up the other day. But
exactly.
It's just like, but he's just too slow. I just see him as being too slow. He's kind of stone-footed. I don't think he could kick anybody hard enough. I mean, I don't think he has an ability to fight in UFC. He's just not fast enough. You know what I mean? I really don't believe it. I mean, I'm quicker than he is, and I mean that's it. I think I think I would beat his ass. So how the hell is he going to compete with these guys? I couldn't compete with some of these guys at all, or any of these guys. Yeah. What am I talking about? So, but exactly. I think I could beat. My point is, I think I can beat CM Punk, and I couldn't beat any of these guys fighting, but I could beat CM Punk. So what the fuck is he doing in there? That's where I'm coming from. But he's tough. He is tough. I mean, there's no doubt. 254. Thanks for the call. 352. You're on the Joe Cronin Show.
What's up, man? So I wanted to give my 2 cents on this CM Punk issue.
Alrighty.
He should have never even been able to even go in the ring. The commission that looks over this should never gave him a fight card to even fight. He has no martial arts background. They try to compare it to Brock Lesnar, but Brock, at least he, had a college wrestling background, and he's a beast.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even, martial arts doesn't even matter. Like, that hasn't even come into play yet. We're talking about basic fucking wrestling moves. We're talking about grabbing a guy's legs, driving him onto the floor, and then punching him in the head, and then submitting him. That's what happened. I mean, really, not much fucking martial arts happened. Can you imagine if somebody did do some martial arts on him? What the hell would happen then?
Right. And the thing is, I mean, I guess it's a little different when the opponent doesn't know, he doesn't know what's happening like he does in WWE. People can say what they want to. WWE's fake. They're just glorified stuntmen.
Be careful.
He's used to take a beating.
Be careful here. You're talking to a wrestler. Be careful.
No, but listen, the beating they take, jumping off a thing, going through tables, that's real stuntman work, But they have it, they already know what's going to happen at the end of the fight.
Yeah, I mean,
in the WWE.
It's true. I mean, when you get hurt, it's I've gotten hurt.
It's legit.
I've hurt myself a lot in wrestling, but yeah, when you hurt yourself, it's because usually a mistake was made, and you don't expect to get hurt. And it is a tough business. There's no doubt about it. But it's just a different thing, like you said. It's different. It's a different thing. You are purposely going in wrestling. There's a psychology, and you're trying to get the fans to cheer or boo, and you're doing wrestling moves, and you're planning some things out, and you're not supposed to get hurt. In fact, the whole idea of in a professional wrestling match is to not get hurt. That's the whole goddamn idea. DJ Depression just donated. Brock lost his first fight in the first round to a submission in a shorter amount of time than Punk. Seriously, mad props to the dude for chasing a dream. No doubt, DJ Depression. I appreciate the donation. It's a great point, too. I didn't even think about it. But my point is, I've seen Brock Lesnar, and I never thought, Brock Lesnar has so many problems. You have to really dissect Lesnar to talk about his weaknesses. When you look at Punk, it's easy. Like, he's going to get his legs taken. Anybody who's been watching my show, I've been saying it the last year. He's going to get his legs taken out from underneath him, and he's going to get submitted. And it's like, I'm not a smart UFC guy. I barely know shit. But when you're in wrestling, you're going into wrestling to not get hurt. You're going into the UFC to hurt somebody. It's a different thing.
Right. And in the words of Hulk Hogan, it's a work, brother. It's a shoot, brother. Okay, I'm out.
And what you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild in the UFC in the old dudes match? Imagine if Hulk Hogan showed up in the UFC to fight somebody. It was like you could. How about this? Here's a fucking thing. Here's what I want to see. I want to see Hulk Hogan versus the Nature Boy Ric Flair in a fucking real fight. How about that? Loser kills themselves. How about that? What you gonna do versus woo? I would love, dude. Do it for charity. Do it for the kids. Do it for the goddamn kids. All right, now, guys, if you can click that red subscribe button, everybody click that red subscribe button. Let's see if we can get to, someone said I couldn't get to 39,500 subscribers tonight, but I think we can. 39,500, we'll see. Click that red subscribe button. It's free to fucking do it. And click the like button. If you guys got shit you want to say to me throughout the night, I will be on Twitter all freaking night. All right, I'll be on Twitter all night. That's at Joe Cronin Show on Twitter. I also want to shout out to the guys from Smile Empty Soul for the music they're sending me, and I will have the guys from Smile Empty Soul on the show again, really soon. And I want to thank you guys for over 20 million views on YouTube. And now we're joined by Deacon Do Dirty. What's up, Deacon?
I just want to address that last donation there, where the guy said that Brock lost in a short amount of time. Am I echoing?
Yeah, no, you sound fine to me. You might be hearing yourself. I don't remember Brock's first fight's results, to be honest.
What happened was he got on the ground with I can't remember the guy's name, whatever his name was, Frank Mir.
Frank Mir, that's
and
right.
He
okay.
basically, when I say this word slip, I don't mean he actually slipped on the ground. He slipped up and let the guy get his foot. Basically, he was on the ground with him. Frank Mir got his foot, ankle, and gave him an ankle, and I mean he lost. Then Brock Lesnar went on to dominate the heavyweight division until he took too many steroids. And you know what happened after that. Punk was not doing anything. After this, I mean, you just saw it. Like, Punk didn't slip. Punk he's not good.
Honestly, it comes down to that. Like, he's got some balls, and I admire him for just going after this and chasing his dream. But it's honestly, he's gonna get hurt. So
watched the fight, wondering how long it was gonna be before he lost. I did not watch that fight thinking that he might have a chance. I knew he had no chance.
Right.
Against a professional MMA fighter that just, like he said, knew his weakness. That guy trained to take him to the ground.
I knew his fucking weakness. I'm sitting at home and I know what he's doing. I mean, come on. I've been saying it. 630, you're on as well. What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to make a quick comment. I just think that, it took a lot of balls for Punk to do this. But I think if he's going to have another match, I think the smartest thing to do is to fight the Brooklyn Brawler.
Well, he's on the market now. You're right, because he's left WWE. He just got fired recently. So
I mean, who has the worst losing record in the history of wrestling? Brooklyn Brawler. I mean, if you're going to have a shot, it's going to be against him. And I think if he's going to do that, then he should be a little bit smarter about his opponents.
I agree. Go for the Brooklyn Brawler. I absolutely agree with that. That's a great point. 724, you're on the Joe Cronin Show.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, man? God damn it, son! Grab a beer.
Yo, man, I was going to say, I feel like if he would have played it maybe a little bit slower instead of just running at Mickey, he might have had a chance. Because he got out of a couple of holes early. I don't know.
I'm going to tell you, I don't think it would have mattered because he would have, and you're right, when he was standing straight up and swung at him, I mean, Mickey was either going to come at him and drop him, or he was going to let him come to him and drop him, and that's all that was going to happen. Because my strategy against CM Punk would be simple. I'm either going to run right at him, take his legs out, and take him down, or I'm going to let him come near me, and as soon as he looks like he's making any kind of movement with his arms, I'm just going to drop down and take his legs from him. That's what my strategy would be, and you saw one of those two things happen tonight. So... And that's what every mentality of every fighter that fights him should always be. That or go down to the knees and explode with an uppercut. But, I mean, either way, just go for his legs. He can't defend it. And when he gets taken down, it's over. Every time.
I totally agree.
He was playing with him.
He was playing with him.
I totally agree.
He was playing with him almost.
I think he wanted to knock him out. I felt like he wanted to knock him out, and then he would try to put a hold on him. He's like, whatever. And then, let go. I don't think... Yeah, there's little bitch punches that Punk was throwing at the very beginning. It was like somebody said in the chat, it was cringy, and I just felt like he was toying with him, and he's like finally decided, you know what?
The only thing that made it tough for Mickey was the fact that Punk has the never give up attitude. He will fight until the death. Like if he has, like, he will fight as much as he has to until he knows he's going to get seriously hurt or die or something. I mean, he that's why he's tough. It's just he's crazy, and he can't do it. I mean, it just keeps coming back to, I look at him and I think, like, this guy just can't do it. And that's all there is to it. Unfortunately, it sucks. I was rooting for him, but I was like, don't let him take your legs out.
Do you think Dana actually lets him fight again?
Maybe he does. I think if he had been hurt like bad, I mean, yeah, of course he does. I'd be like, fuck it, go out there again. You want to go out there again? We'll see what the
I guess he let Brock fight again.
We'll see what the buys are like. What the pay-per-view buys are like. Because you kidding me? If CM Punk says I'm fighting again, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, true.
I'll watch it again because I'll watch and be like, did they fix this shit where he can't, where he gets just shoot on? Like, I mean, it's incredible. Let's stay. I'm just gonna route through your calls. The phone lines are blowing up, so hang on, everybody that's on the hold right now. Let me get to this donation. Someone just donated $5 and became a shit bum. It's Breaking Oz. Much respect to Punk for even going in there. He definitely had some balls. However, he got his ass destroyed. I can see him fighting again, but more training is needed. How long do you think it'll be before he fights again? You know something? I don't agree with that. Breaking Oz, thank you for the $5. If you have not trained to defend against that by now, there is seriously something wrong, or you were caught off guard. Somehow you were distracted and caught off guard. So, but I almost guarantee you, unless he fights some moron who only throws punches, unless CM Punk fights a moron, throws punches only, his next fight will be the same result. I guarantee you, because he just doesn't have the physical composition to defend against that. 917, what's up? 917, you're on the Joe Cronin Show.
Good call.
All right, he's gone. 786, what's up?
Oh shit, huh?
Hey man,
I see
what's
you
up?
on YouTube right now.
Hell yeah, man. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna kick Punk's ass now.
Holy shit! I thought it was fake. Holy shit! This is awesome.
No, you're live. You're live right on the show. Everybody can hear you. What's up?
Everybody can hear. Holy shit! So yeah,
Man, that guy got caught off guard like CM Punk. That guy is the CM Punk of callers tonight.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ! 724, you're live on the Joe Cronin Show. What's up? Oh man, we just had a huge knockout.
Did Brown get knocked out?
I want to have your intake on, like you said, you you are 32 and you can beat up Punk.
Yeah.
Do you think they should have gave him more time to train?
I don't know, because he had all the time. He had so much time. It's unbelievable, dude. I mean, it's been, what has it been? 2 years, 3 years?
2 years. They said 2 years he's been training.
2 years of training, and he couldn't. And the first thing I would tell you, as a person looking in on Punk from the outside, I would tell you, I know I look like a douchebag, and I know I sound like a douchebag for saying that, by the way. I totally get that. But as an outsider looking at what Punk's done, what I've been saying for months on my show is that I would go for his legs and take him down and submit him, and that would be it. It would be over. Because actually, CM Punk would probably rather fight me, because I'm not a very good submission person. I'm more of a kicker and puncher. He needs to fight a kicker and puncher. Anybody who can shoot or wrestle or grapple, he's done. And so looking at it from the outside in, that's his issue. So you could train him for what, 5 years? I mean, is he ever? No. You can't fix stupid. You can't fix the fact that he's not fast enough to defend against somebody stepping up and shooting on his legs. So he's not gonna win. He should have kicked that guy in the head the minute he lunged at him, or moved out of the way. And he didn't. He looked like he was getting like a quarterback who just gets run over by a middle linebacker. I mean, there was nowhere to go. Just, you know what I mean? He just got bowled over. Some quarterbacks step aside and move around the pocket and they get out. You know, remember, you ever seen Cam Newton? Like, he just fucking somehow wiggles his way out of this shit and then throws the ball and someone catches it? Well, then you look at another quarterback who just fucking wham, he gets waffled. Like, that's what fucking Punk is like. He's got stone legs, all right? And even I liken him to Tom Brady. Even fucking Tom Brady, right? Even as a quarterback, Tom Brady, even though Brady can't run and shit, Tom Brady sometimes is about to get hit and he like wiggles his way through it somehow and somehow wiggles out of it, even though he's not a running quarterback at all. But CM Punk is like fucking stone legs. Like, he really is.
You forgot
I understand. I just think transitioning from acting to like acting to UFC, I just don't think that they gave him a fair enough opponent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe they should have gotten him some. I honestly do. You might be right about that. I mean, maybe he should have gotten somebody who was, like I said, he should have fought me. Because, I mean, I'm dead serious. I would have fought him. Because, you know what? I've never fought in the UFC before. I'm the same fucking size as Punk. I weigh 200 pounds right now. I shouldn't weigh 200. I should weigh like 180. I could have gotten to that weight. All right? I mean, he should have fought somebody else with no experience who was also training. Or somebody with barely any experience. But for some reason, they were like, well, no, you have to fight somebody who's legitimate, even though you yourself are not legitimate. So it just doesn't, it's not even close. It's not even close. Punk would lose fights against guys who are training like in dojos somewhere, like around the world, who aren't even ready to fight somewhere. Like, he would lose those fights. I'm convinced of this. I'm convinced at least against me it would be even or something, or somebody like me or somebody like that. How the hell can this guy be expected to win when he gets his legs taken from him every time? From different styles, too. Different people taking his legs out, taking him down, submitting him. It's over. Thanks for the call. Let's get Sid on here. Old-time caller Sid. Well, we got a donation, Sid, so hang on a second. Let me get this donation. Joe from Des Moines. At least Punk can count on two things. One, he'll still take some of the money from the pay-per-view buys, and the other, he gets to go home with AJ. Yeah, she's fucking hot. But she's, maybe she can fix his ear later. Holy shit, his ear looked like salad shit. Hey, Sid.
It's like you fought Mike Tyson.
He got fucking destroyed, man.
Yeah, he got messed up. And it was exactly as, forecasted in our brains, What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Fuck, I hate to say it, man. Like, as soon as he came out and he stood out, like, right before he entered the octagon and he looked around, I just seen him. He wasn't ready, man. I could sense it,
Yeah.
And the way Mickey Gall went at him, fuck, just the experience, man. You can't match. Nothing beats experience. You know what I mean? What can you do?
Dude.
He had a couple of times he could have choked him out, too, and he let him go.
Yeah, it was like he was like, all right, go and get up. Let's see. It was just, dude, I mean, really. I don't know. I'm not very tough, but I mean, I'm dead serious. I wrestled back in the day, and I wrestled in high school. I mean, obviously I did professional wrestling, but it's just like, man, you have to get him in there with some jabroni like me. I mean, maybe not just me, anybody. I'm not saying that I'm some fucking special person. I would get my ass kicked against any of these guys in the UFC too, but I wouldn't do it. I mean, I would for the money if they fucking let me, but I wouldn't be allowed to because I'm nobody. I'm just a guy on YouTube with a bunch of subscribers and shit. It's just he's not gonna beat anybody. He cannot beat anybody. It's been 2 years. I mean, he can't. You would think with the background he has, he'd be able to take somebody.
I thought with those videos they made coming up to the show, those like vlogs or whatever, the evolution of Punk, like they made him look like it was obvious he didn't really know what he was doing, but that was recorded a year ago. So I thought within the year, that he's gonna surprise everybody and shit.
Yeah, I thought
I hate to say it, man, but fuck, he got smoked, man.
Yeah, he got smoked. He got smoked by a guy, and here's the problem. Here's what he's up against: a 24-year-old guy who's fast. You're so much faster at shooting on somebody's legs when you're 24 than when you're 37. So, like, he should have fought a 35-year-old dude, Like, he should have fought a 35-year-old guy who had just started fighting himself, like, 3 years ago. That's what, I mean, this just made no sense. He's not going to be able to beat anybody, and that's just a fact. I'm sorry. Where you at, Punk? You blocked me on Twitter, bitch. I love CM Punk's message, though. I like CM Punk. I really do, and he took a beating, and he still got on the microphone afterwards, and he still took his time out to send a positive message out to kids and to let everybody know. I mean, I loved what he said. It was like a story. He got to come out, he got his ass kicked, but then he gave a fucking speech that was great. What he said was awesome. No doubt about it. 7-2, thank you, Sid. We'll see you later, man. 720, you're on the Joe Cronin Show. What's up?
What's going on, Joe? So, first of all, I'm not even going to lie. I didn't even watch it because I know we've been talking about this. I knew it was going to happen. I already knew the result. And for people to keep comparing him with Lesnar, let's just say in the ideal world, if Lesnar had no skill, at least Lesnar's got the power and, like I said, at least have a good ground game. That was worst case scenario. So
Yeah.
for people to use that Lesnar scenario, the first fight, completely different. But my
Bro,
one question
in high school, CM Punk was jumping off a ladder in his friend's backyard and trying to keep his piggy bank from being taken from his brother. Brock Lesnar was winning championships. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you're saying. Like, it's just a different level. But yeah, and he's a freak.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's up?
But my question to you though, Joe, is now that this is all said and done, even though, like I said, I know UFC has that deal, like he has a couple more fights.
Yeah.
But especially with this lawsuit still going on with him and Colt Cabana, do you see something where WWE and him kind of work some deal to where he maybe does a part-time thing with WWE? Just let's say if this lawsuit thing continues to go through.
I honestly believe I'm starting to believe that Punk will not give this up until he loses a bunch. Like, I mean, really,
Yeah.
it may take another beating or another beating. It may take 3 beatings for CM Punk to realize I can't do this, and I'm okay with it because I tried it. You know what I mean? He may come to terms with being okay with the fact he can't do it once he loses 3 times because he tried it. I mean, you got to, I give him that. But here's the thing that I don't. Like, everyone's like, oh, I respect him for getting in there and stuff. How many of us would sign up to do UFC even though how many people wanted to ever fight in the UFC or maybe thought they could fight people, and none of us could do it because we'd have to go through years of all this shit to get there. Punk had a one-way ticket in, and it's like, it would be like if you were a wrestling fan and you just never wrestled ever anywhere, but you just all of a sudden the WWE hired you. And guess what? That happens all the time in the WWE. They hire women, especially the Divas years ago. They just hire women that didn't know what they were doing. And next thing you know, they're supposed to wrestle. And guess what? It looked terrible. And all of them failed. Almost all of them failed. Trish Stratus didn't. Trish Stratus actually learned how to wrestle. So will CM Punk learn how to fight? Learn how to defend against the shoot? Learn how to protect his legs? I don't know.
I don't know, man. Especially with that ground game, I don't see it happening. Like I said, I wouldn't even say age is a factor, but like I said, with the Lesnar thing, it's kind of completely different scenario. I don't know, man. I think he just doesn't have it. I'm a CM Punk fan, but you just got to know when reality's reality.
I love him, man. He's got balls. I mean, he fucking blocked me on Twitter, but he's got balls. Yeah. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he didn't do that.
He speaks from the heart. He speaks the truth, all that shit. But I just honestly don't think he'll ever win a fight. 518, what's up?
Yeah, man. Listen, all that straight edge shit isn't gonna work in Octagon. You give him some peds, he'll be all right.
That's another good point. He's already slow. I mean, right? He's clean. He's slow. You're right. These guys are on shit that he don't even fucking know about. They're probably, dude, people are on probably like CLZ1 and shit that no one's ever heard of that does whatever the fuck it does, and they're all powerful.
Brock couldn't even do it clean.
Right. No, that's a good point. That's funny. But yeah, because the power, the explosiveness is the thing. He has no explosiveness whatsoever. I mean, that I can kick high. Sometimes I fuck around and I punch and I kick high, and sometimes people go, "Wow, you can kick high and hard. That's crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, you think that's crazy? Watch what the guys in UFC would do." See, it's like when someone's like, you should be a singer and go on The Voice, or go on America's, whatever, because you have some talent. You kind of got a little bit of talent above the average person, but then you get slaughtered, and that's what would happen to me. That's what would happen to me if I got in the octagon. I would have said, man, all those people that said I could kick high and hard and wow, you're fast. And I am fast. But I would get in there and the level is another fucking notch up. I would get tooled. I mean, unless I got somehow lucky. So
puncher's chance.
Right, but I don't even know. I don't know what would happen. That's why I'm saying I could fight Punk. So anybody who doesn't think that that's not possible, look at Punk. He's nowhere near this level.
It's like I could drive a car, but I can't race in NASCAR.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not very good. I mean, dude, I would get my ass. I don't care. I'd do it. I'll get in there and see what happens.
The money. I'd fall down.
Yeah, I want to see what. Yeah, I want to see what happens too. I want to go in there and see what happens. I mean, I would come out. Punk. He's lucky. He's okay for the most part. I mean, he got punched around a lot, but it was looking scary at some point. In that fight, there was a point where it was like, man, this is fucking scary.
I thought he was knocked out the first punches. He took some hard punches those first time. I was like, good lord.
Yeah, dude. He took some shots. You see his ear? He looks like he's got Dumbo's ear or like a busted ravioli on his head. But guys, I want to also let you guys know. Well, let me get this announcement. First, click the like button if you guys want to support the video. Stick the thumb up my ass. If you want to donate live to the show, the link's in the description box under the Twitch alerts and the streaming list. My name is Joe Crone. You can visit thejocroneshow.net, joecroneshow.com. Also want to thank the sponsors, WrestleCrate, WrestleCrate.com. Go to WrestleCrate.com, enter in coupon code Joe Sent Me, and you will get 10% off of your WrestleCrate. And it's a monthly subscription box of a wrestling box that will come out to you. Shout out to the UFC and also to Kill Cliff, who messaged me back the other day about coupons. So we'll see if we can get into that. Also, if you guys want $10 off or up to $30 off on the WWE shop, go to joecroneshow.com, scroll to the bottom, you'll see the coupon codes. Click the link, it will take you there, give you the coupon code, give me credit, and you guys will get credit as well. It's www.shop.com. You won't be able to buy CM Punk merchandise on there anymore, but you were talking UFC 203. My name is Joe Cronin, and Spaz 204. Fuck yourself, bro, because I don't think you could fight anybody. You look like you just ate 70 Twinkies, brother. 281, what's up? You're on the Joe Cronin Show.
Hey man, how you doing? Listen, bro, I just wanted to. I was like your last caller. I didn't watch the fight, right?
Right.
But here's what I want to say. I feel like the UFC used Punk as a type of ticket. You know, they knew he would be a box office hit because he was a WWE superstar.
Yeah.
And I'm a WWE fan. Right.
Yeah.
I've been watching WWE since I was small. And I like Punk because of who he was in the WWE, but the UFC is a totally different genre. And him doing this, I knew from the start that he was going to lose. So,
I mean,
I just wanted to say that. And I wanted to say also that I love your show, by the way.
Thanks, man. No, I'm glad you watch. I think I had a feeling he was probably going to lose from the start too, but I was a little more open-minded. But once I saw him, it was the minute that I saw him that I went, oh boy, like this isn't good. Like, you know, that's when it got worrisome. Like I honestly believe that Daniel Bryan would have a better chance of fighting this guy tonight than CM Punk does.
I believe Dolph Ziggler would have a better shot, but
because he wouldn't get taken down like that.
Right. Dude, it's just Brock Lesnar's a freak, like you just said. He's a freak. And that just goes to show that any wrestler that tries to transition from UFC to fucking any wrestler that tries to transition to UFC, if you don't have the skill, then you're going to get your ass beat.
Right.
And all the wrestlers right now, at this point, when they're looking at this, they're like, well, shit, I'm glad I stayed in the WWE. You're making more money in the WWE than you would in UFC anyway. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
so,
I don't know how much the Punk is going to get paid for this, but
I think he got paid a pretty penny or he wouldn't have done it. You know, that's just how I feel.
I actually believe this was his passion. So, I mean, I think he might have taken less because he wanted to do this so badly. Like, this is something he wanted to do badly. It's like how it's kind of like my deal, right? Like, I want to be on the radio. I want to be a commentator, and that's not happening, but it's my dream to do it. Well, I'm going to go on YouTube and start my own YouTube show. Fuck going to everywhere, CBS and all that shit. I'm going to do it anyway. So maybe I'm not the best at it. Maybe I'm not the best at it because I'm not doing it technically professionally, but fuck that. I grew my audience to 39,000 people on my own, and this seems to be successful for me. So I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing. I still work my 40-hour normal job, but this has turned into a job as well. 760, you're live on the Joe Cronin Show. What's up? 760.
So I've never watched your channel before, but it looks cool. Looks cool.
Sweet, man. Yeah, it's cool. I don't even have a beer yet, unfortunately. I gotta go get a beer. What's going on, man? Now, what do you think of the fight and shit?
Well, I would say it was not that good or good at all. I think it was way better off in the WWE.
Oh yeah, Punk was definitely better off. I mean, that's his his whole talent of entertainment, the way he talks, the way he speaks, what he does. He's tailored for that shit. Look at his speech at the end of the fight tonight. His speech was so goddamn good. It was better than a promo that anybody would cut in the WWE. But he got his ass kicked. But I have a lot of respect for him for even getting in there, no doubt. Absolutely. 660, what's up?
Hey, man, what's up?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I was just wondering, what do you think's going to happen, like, if, say, for example, CM Punk goes back to the WWE after this? Do you think he's going to be built as a, badass like he was in WWE, or is it going to hurt his reputation?
Unless he has some kind of revelation tonight and realizes where he should be, I don't think he's going back to the WWE. But at least for a little while, at least for another few years or whatever. But I do believe that he should take a strong look. I don't know if they have the money, but TNA Wrestling should reach out to him and attempt to get him. I mean, do anything they can to get CM Punk, even for a part-time, whatever. Because they need that. If they get him, like, they're really on fire right now. TNA Impact has been better than WWE, and it would be great if they could get CM Punk. But I don't know if he'll go back to the WWE just yet. I think it may be a few more years. But unless he has some revelation tonight, maybe he'll realize it. But it seems like he wants to fight again. Here we go.
Oh, that looks the same as Oh, give me a freaking break.
CM Punk's reflexes seem to be slow. Gall head faked him and took him down. Too easy. But I can't count him out yet. Maybe he just made a rookie mistake. Perhaps. But the problem is, Swizzerve, and thank you for the donation, Swizzerve, of 555. My problem, Swizzerve, is that I've seen CM Punk taken down many times like this in video footage. This is his issue. He's not prepared for the shoot. He's not fast enough to defend against it. His weakness is the wrestling and the grappling. Go fucking figure. Nick Lewis with the donation. Are Bailey and Dave coming in? They said they would, but I think they weren't coming in until after UFC is over. Oh my God! Holy shit!
Stipe's a badass dude.
Did you just see what just happened?
I was looking at a webpage.
This place is on fire at UFC 203 right now.
Oh, he's out. He's out.
Who's out? I don't even know who got knocked out.
Vareem's out.
Vareen is out, dude. He got his brains punched in. Who's he fighting?
Stipe, the heavyweight champion.
Oh, this is the heavyweight fight. I'm sorry. I didn't even know what the fight was.
You need to go back and watch the Verdun versus Travis Brown. Verdun started the fight with a flying sidekick to the guy's chin.
Oh, my God, dude. Dude, did you see the kick? I was kind of off and on earlier, but there was a lot of kicks tonight. This was, as far as knockout, dude, what a knockout, dude. He just punched his head in.
You can't even get up.
This dude is out. This place is on fire right now. Where are they? I don't even know where this fight took place.
Oh, Cleveland.
Cleveland, Ohio. That's right, because everybody kept saying Cleveland all night like I fucking paid attention to it. Holy shit, dude. You talk about a knockout. Just boom. At least they got him back up, man. I'll tell you what. He took some shots. Look at that. He lands one on the jaw earlier on, knocking him down. Unbelievable that he would come back from that.
I'm watching it on a legal stream, so you might be a little bit ahead of me.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm on...
okay, I see it now. Yeah, Overeem hit him with it. Okay.
Holy shit, bro. That was devastating. Now, that was a fight. That main event seemed like it was the real deal, man. Oh, my God, dude. He got knocked... Woof! He got knocked twice when he was already out, to be honest.
Yeah.
That referee needed to be in there quicker, but that's another story. Man. What a fucking waffle. Overeem, right?
Yeah.
I gotta see this. Metro PCS. Go to hell, Metro PCS. No, I'm just... Man, Overeem got fucking waffled, dude.
This Stipe guy's bad. I watched his fight against Verdun.
How is he even standing right now? That's what I want to know. Unfucking believable. Anyway. Okay, so anyway, CM Punk again. What a great main event. Great. It looked like a great fight. I can't wait to go back and watch it in a few minutes. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch that fight. That was it, right?
That's it. That's the last fight.
It went by fast. Did it go by fast to you tonight? This seemed to go by quick.
I didn't start watching till the Punk fight, so I don't know. Yeah, obviously, if I started watching the Punk fight, yeah, it went by fast.
Man, this thing went by real fast tonight. But that was good, man. That was a good fight.
Which fight was it? You said somebody's eye was messed up. Was it Faber and that Rivera guy?
It was Faber and Rivera. Yeah, he got his fucking. It was Faber, I think, that got his eye gouged out. Let me see. Yeah, because no, Faber didn't get. Faber was the one who gouged the other dude's eye. I wasn't as familiar with the other guy. I know Faber, but I don't know the other guy. The other guy won, but he gouged his fucking eye with a. He kind of had like a almost like a wrestler's slap, like a punch, like that you do as a wrestler. You open up your hand in pro wrestling, so you don't really actually hurt somebody. But he caught his eye, and the guy was saying, I can't see out of my eye. So going, and as they were wrapping up the interview, I mean, he couldn't see still out of his eye. That fucking guy needs to go to the hospital.
The Verdum and Brown fight, the Brown guy, he called a timeout.
I'm sorry, that's the fight. Yes.
He called a timeout because he dislocated his finger, and they called in a guy that like knows all the rules, and he's like, he can't do that.
No, but dude, Faber did the same thing, and not Faber, but the guy he fought. What was his name? Rivera.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, timeout, my eye. He called it timeout for his eye. I don't understand that how there can be a timeout. I don't care because
you can if you get poked. If you get poked in the eye, then technically it's either poked in the eye or kicked in the balls. The ref's supposed to call a timeout right there.
I never understood that because it's
for
like
a dislocated finger, you can't call it. That just happens.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, that's the point. Like, I injured you, and now I'm going in for the kill. What? Like, why would there be? Why would? By the way, Faber looks like he's fucking 30 or 29. He don't look 37. I can't even
really. He just ever since the UFC bought, or ever since he came into the UFC, he's not as big in the UFC as he used to he was before. He hasn't done anything.
But he just looks great. I mean, his age, he's great. He looks great.
He got a square ass jaw.
Yeah, that's probably it. Let me take another phone call here. 787, what's up? You're live.
All right.
I like it. CM Punk got fucking told. Click the like button if you guys want. If you want to help out the show and share this video everywhere. Also, make sure to tweet me at Joe Cronin Show on Twitter and on Twitch, twitch.tv/SpectrumGaming617. Make sure you also want to hit that subscribe button. We're at 39,388 subscribers. Our weekly shows are killing it all over YouTube. One of the highest watched live wrestling shows on the internet is what we are. We are the highest watching one. Except for the dude who puts on a video game and just plays the game and doesn't do anything.
Are you getting Slam Crate?
Slam Crate, yes. WWE Slam Crate will be available to me. You guys can go on JoeCroninShow.com and click the link on JoeCroninShow.com and JoeCroninShow.net. You get something off when you use the link and you use my code Joe Sent Me. It's the same code as all my other shit. Joe Sent Me. WWE Slam Crate. It's on JoeCroninShow.net. You'll see it there. Click on the New Day and shit. Look, what this was. What a weird fight I can't wait to watch this thing in whole because I really am just speculating on shit because I haven't seen the whole goddamn thing. What the fuck is wrong with the chat, man? The chat is fucking weird. I don't know. There's a lot of fucking weird shit going on. Where's Jesse? Moderate this shit, Jesse. Holy Christ. All right, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you, Deacon Do Dirty, for stopping by, man. We're going to continue rolling on here with, I love you, buddy.
All right.
This unbelievable CM Punk talk. I'm going to hold the phones for a few minutes. Our phone lines are blowing up. I will get back to the phones in just a few seconds. I just have to wrap up a few things, get over here, and we're going to be joined by a few guys, possibly by a former UFC fighter, and we'll leave that a secret for now. But we're about ready to click onto that. Let me get this. First of all, let me say that CM Punk coming out to Cult of Personality was cool. CM Punk's speech at the end when he lost was cool. I loved his ending speech. Was very good. Great message. But I'm just so upset. I mean, like, don't you know that we've been saying, I mean, like, what did I say the other day on the show? The other day on the show I said, if I was fighting CM Punk, I would just go for his legs. I would just take him down by his legs. because that's his weakness. His weakness is take him down by his legs. I've been saying it all day, all week. Just shoot on him quickly. Just explode on him. Explode, shoot on him. Do what Lesnar was doing to that Mark dude. And he can't defend it because he's lurchy. He's like, CM Punk's like lurchy. He's got big, long legs, and he's just it's like a tree. You just take him down, right? You take CM Punk down, and that's it. So I am fucking beyond. I'm fucking beyond myself as far as this goes. I mean, the only time I see CM Punk in trouble, he's always in trouble when it comes to wrestling. Go fucking figure. The dude's a wrestler. or he was a wrestler, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, we know. But that being said, it's like the best thing for CM Punk would be to be in a fight with a guy who punches. If he's in a fight with a guy who punches, no problem. He might be able to, last a couple rounds. But when it comes down to a guy who's going to take you down like that, it's over. It's over. And that's exactly what happened again. And this is what... But how, if you're on CM Punk's team, if you're on his people's team, or whatever the hell it is, why are you not only training him to defend against the shoot? Defend your legs. We are going to stop people from grabbing your legs and taking you down. Because that is the only thing I ever see happening to him. And anybody who doesn't do that against him in a fight is an idiot. How does CM Punk not know that? I mean, maybe it was just so quick he couldn't defend it and he was looking for it. I mean, it just didn't appear that he was looking for it at all. And you knew it was going to be a shoot on his legs. You knew it was going to be a wrestling tackle. Because he can't defend against that. I haven't seen him successfully be able to defend against it. And once you get him off his feet, he pretty much, he's scrappy and stuff on the ground, but pretty much it's over once you get him on the ground. That's why I picked first round submission. He couldn't really knock CM. Just Brock's first fight's results, to be honest.
What happened was he got on the ground with I can't remember the guy's name, whatever his name was, Frank Mir.
Frank Mir, that's
and
right.
He
okay.
basically, when I say this word slip, I don't mean he actually slipped on the ground. He slipped up and let the guy get his foot. Basically, he was on the ground with him. Frank Mir got his foot, ankle, and gave him an ankle, and I mean he lost. Then Brock Lesnar went on to dominate the heavyweight division until he took too many steroids, and you know what happened after that. Punk was not doing anything. After this, I mean, you just saw it. Like, Punk didn't slip. Punk he's not good.
Honestly, it comes down to that. Like, he's got some balls, and I admire him for just going after this and chasing his dream. But it's honestly, he's gonna get hurt. So
watched the fight, wondering how long it was gonna be before he lost. I did not watch that fight thinking that he might have a chance. I knew he had no chance.
Right.
Against a professional MMA fighter that just, like you said, knew his weakness. That guy trained to take him to the ground.
I knew his fucking weakness. I'm sitting at home and I know what he's doing. I mean, come on. I've been saying it. 630, you're on as well. What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to make a quick comment. I just think that, it took a lot of balls for Punk to do this. But I think if he's going to have another match, I think the smartest thing to do is to fight the Brooklyn Brawler.
Well, he's on the market now. You're right, because he's left WWE. He just got fired recently. So
I mean, who has the worst losing record in the history of wrestling? Brooklyn Brawler. I mean, if you're going to have a shot, it's going to be against him. And I think if he's going to do that, then he should be a little bit smarter about his opponents.
I agree. Go for the Brooklyn Brawler. I absolutely agree with that. That's a great point. 724, you're on the Joe Cronin Show.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, man? God damn it, son. Grab a beer.
Yo, man, I was going to say, I feel like if he would have played it maybe a little bit slower instead of just running at Mickey, he might have had a chance. Because he got out of a couple of holes early. I don't know.
I'm going to tell you, I don't think it would have mattered because he would have, and you're right, when he was standing straight up and swung at him, I mean, Mickey was either going to come at him and drop him, or he was going to let him come to him and drop him, and that's all that was going to happen. Because my strategy against CM Punk would be simple. I'm either going to run right at him, take his legs out, and take him down, or I'm I'm going to let him come near me, and as soon as he looks like he's making any kind of movement with his arms, I'm just going to drop down and take his legs from him. That's what my strategy would be, and you saw one of those two things happen tonight. So, and that's what every mentality of every fighter that fights him should always be. That or go down to the knees and explode with an uppercut. But, I mean, either way, just go for his legs. He can't defend it, and when he gets taken down, it's over every time.
I totally he was playing with him.
He was playing with him.
I totally agree.
He was playing with him almost. It was.
I think he wanted to knock him out.
It was.
I felt like he wanted to knock him out, and then he would try to put a hold on me. He's like, whatever. And then let go. I don't think.
Yeah.
There's little bitch punches that Punk was throwing at the very beginning. It was like somebody said in the chat, it was cringy, and I just felt like he was toying with him, and he's like finally decided, you know what?
The only thing that made it tough for Mickey was the fact that Punk has the never give up attitude. He will fight until the death. Like if he has, he will fight as much as he has to until he knows he's going to get seriously hurt or die or something. I mean, he that's why he's tough. It's just he's crazy, and he can't do it. I mean, it just keeps coming back to, I look at him and I think like this guy just can't do it, and that's all there is to. Unfortunately, it sucks. I was rooting for him, but I was like, don't let him take your legs out.
Do you think Dana actually lets him fight again?
Maybe he does. I think if he had been hurt like bad, I mean, yeah, of course he does. I'd be like, fuck it, go out there again. You want to go out there again? We'll see what the
I guess he let Brock fight again.
We'll see what the buys are like, what the pay-per-view buys are like. Because you kidding me? If CM Punk says I'm fighting again, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, true.
I'll watch it again because I'll watch and be like, did they fix this shit where he can't, where he gets just shoot on? Like, I mean, it's incredible. Let's stay. I'm just gonna route through the calls. The phone lines are blowing up, so hang on, everybody that's on the hold right now. Let me get to this donation. Someone just donated $5 and became a shit bum. It's Breaking Oz. Much respect to Punk for even going in there. He definitely had some balls. However, he got his ass destroyed. I can see him fighting again, but more training is needed. How long do you think it'll be before he fights again? You know something? I don't agree with that. Breaking Oz, thank you for the $5. If you have not trained to defend against that by now, there is seriously something wrong, or you were caught off guard somehow. Okay, guys, we're back alive again. Of course, we had some kind of issue with the stream, whether it was some cocksucker fucking hacker fuck or whatever. I don't know. My guys figured most of this shit out. So hopefully everything's good. But we're live again. You're watching some of the repeat of what went on earlier tonight when we were reviewing the CM Punk fight. So we are back at it and ready to take some phone calls at 339-226-6610. 201, what's up? You live. 201 is hung up. They were like CM Punk. They couldn't deal with it, and they hung up. Guys, everybody watching right now, I appreciate you guys sticking around during our issue that we had with our broadcast. I hope you guys can click that subscribe button. Subscribe. We're at over 39,400 subscribers. We'll see if we can hit the 500 mark. 201, you're on the show again. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
How you doing, man?
I'm on a speakerphone. Am I coming through all right?
You actually sound good. For speakerphone, it still sounds good.
All right, cool, man. I'm glad I came through. I have one thing I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, what's up?
I was thinking about like the bigger picture of like celebrities or these big name people coming to fight in UFC.
Right.
And, I was thinking about like, how we got CM Punk now or, Phil Brooks, whatever. We had Kimbo Slice in, his league and Dada 5000 even.
We won't have Kimbo Slice anymore.
Right, not Kimbo anymore, obviously, but how it was like 3 people who came in and kind of failed like that,
Right. Yeah, it's like they came in with all this thunder and it didn't work out, I mean, never before like a guy as small as CM Punk, but yeah, I mean, it just shows you, man, that these guys are training their whole lives for this, and not only that, they're not just training. It's not like you're just training. It's not like, I mean, everybody's been saying that, and I've been saying it too. It's not just about training. It's about having that natural talent and instinct as well. And then when you have that, then you can be trained as well. But really, all that Punk has right now is a desire for this, and
that's the thing I was like I was interested in, because I think maybe you got the people who want to come in and fight, and even if they're going to lose, you got to, I understand the training aspect 100%, but, it might be like a different, like a different turn for UFC or professional fighting like that, where they give these people chances. Granted, the average Joe could do the same thing, but it might be a new entertaining aspect, and that's the only thing I thought about.
It's like a singer who's like sort of not that good at singing, who like trains to be a singer. Like
you're right.
That just doesn't it's not going to happen. Like you might get a little better, but you have to already be good to be fine tuned even more. So you're right. What you're saying is, it makes sense. I'll let you drop off there. I'm going to try to get more calls because the phone calls are blowing up. Guys, if you want to support the show, fuck it. You don't have to support me on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show or donate live. You can simply click that like button. Fuck it. Stick the thumb up my ass. If you guys give any kind of shit about me whatsoever, feel free to click that like button. Let's see if we can get these likes up to 500 or 600 or some shit. I don't know. Or don't click it, or maybe do whatever you want. Tell me to call up and tell me to go fuck myself. I don't know. But UFC 203, man, Punk got buried. Brandon Colby, what's up, Brandon?
Hey, man. Beginning of the card was pretty good. I was kind of let down by the ending. I thought that the main event and the co-main event would be a little better fight, so to speak. Overeem just looked, I don't know, out of shape or just didn't want to be there or something.
Yeah, he didn't want to be there at the end. He got fucking told. He got punched twice when he was sitting down.
Right, yeah, and then the fight before that, Fabricio Verdum beat Travis Brown, and both of them looked like they were out of shape and could barely make it through, 3 rounds, which is pretty sad. Verdum looked really good in his previous 2 fights, but tonight he looked kind of flabby and just kind of out of shape, so I don't know what the deal is with that, but kind of let down after the Gall versus CM Punk fight. It was just kind of downhill from there for me.
Well, it was a little downhill, but at the same time, I thought the main event fight, I think that was exciting. It was exciting. It was exciting to watch. I don't think, you talk about the fight and, it didn't look right. The shape of, I guess you could argue about that, but I was excited when he got fucking tooled. At least something happened. But yeah, before that, it was pretty damn good, and then it got weird. Yeah, when Punk got out there.
Did you see at the end of the Verdum versus Brown fight where Verdum kicked Travis Brown's training coach or whatever? Like they were arguing and he kicked him in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, right. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
I got to give a shout out to CO2 Boost TV. CO2 Boost TV. He didn't donate to the show using the donation system here that we all usually use. He donated directly to my YouTube channel. He donated $25 directly to YouTube. He said, "Dude, I love your channel. If you had to make an on-the-spot prediction, do you think Punk will return to wrestling? And if so, what promotion?" I think at some point Punk will return to wrestling. And it may be it'd probably be WWE, but I really think Punk should go to TNA, and that would be so exciting. Nick Lewis donated $1, said Bailey and Dave need to get their asses over here. I don't know where Bailey and Dave are. They said they were coming, and I haven't heard one fucking word from them. I have no idea. They were both like, "Hey, we're coming, and we're gonna do this." Or especially Dave. I knew Dave was coming. I don't know about Bailey, but really, wow. No one called. I just typed on our Facebook chat. I said no one called.
Shit bomb.
Weird. Now we get a shit bomb donation. Man, the donation's coming in. Let's see what it says. Hey, Joe, there's a random question. Do you think Punk would ever go up against Lesnar? No. In WWE, he's already done it. He's already fought Lesnar in WWE. Right?
Yep.
So, what? Yeah, Breaking Oz 96, thank you for the donation, man. Thanks.
They're not even close in weight class.
Yeah, they would never fight. Dude, CM Punk can't beat me. I'm telling you right now, CM Punk cannot beat fucking me. Let alone Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go, man. He was fighting a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and Punk's only a white belt.
That guy didn't show 1 fucking ounce of jiu-jitsu tonight. He's fucked anyway. He can't beat anybody.
No, he didn't have to. It was all wrestling.
That's what I'm saying.
He's got to work on takedown defense. His hips aren't nearly as flexible as they need to be. So they'll probably work on that a lot if he gets another camp, if they decide to bring him in for another fight. I don't think he'll be on a pay-per-view this next time. I think he'll be on one of the UFC fight nights on FS1, just because I think you'll see people kind of lose interest after this fight. honestly.
I could go upstairs and do it in the morning. Yeah, I mean, everybody will lose. They'll lose a little interest. I'll still watch him. I'll watch him in another fight. I will watch him just to see if he actually fucking figured out how to stop the goddamn takedown from happening, because it's ridiculous. I mean, he can't do it. I mean, I'm sorry. That's the answer. I keep going back to that. He just can't do it. There's no way CM Punk is ever going to get better at this. He just can't do this, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, it takes a long time. Like, honestly, it takes 5 to 10 years to really get to where you need to be, on that main card level at the UFC.
And he'll be 40 by that time. Give me 1 second. McLovin Legend. Let me just read this donation and I'll go up in 1 second. McLovin Legend just donated $5 and became a $5 shit bum. McLovin Legend. I'm sorry, man. I missed the donation. Let me get it. Big balls by Punk, but that was just not going to cut it against a 24-year-old. He needed some past fight before he performed on such a big stage. He has had past fights, though, really. Punk won't go back to WWE with the lawsuit against the doctor. I would like to see him fight again. I just think he needs to go to TNA, and that's about it. Thank you guys for 39,445 subscribers. We're getting close to the goal of 39,500 subscribers. As we get closer to 40,000 subscribers, guys, we're going to have a 40,000 subscriber party if we get to 40,000, guys. I honestly just want to take a second to say thank you so much to everybody who's dedicated to watching and sharing and shit. And I never thought ever that I would get to 40,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I thank you guys for making this shit a reality. 786, what's up?
These nuts got him.
Hell yeah, these nuts would have beat CM Punk tonight, I'll tell you that. Anybody's nuts would have beat CM Punk tonight. No good for CM Punk tonight, I'll tell you. Absolutely fucking destroyed. By the way, if anybody's a Jake the Snake Roberts fan, our the prank call to Jake by Jake the Snake Roberts happened the other night, and that's up, as well as news on Paige getting ready for maybe a legal battle with the WWE, and then Monetize This, the late night adult shocking video podcast show that we do that is not for the faint of heart, is up now. Episode 80 of Monetize This is up right now on the Joe Cronin Show YouTube channel right here. So Monetize This is like 2 or 3 hours long. Enjoy it. It's the 80th fucking episode, if you can believe it or not. Unreal that it's gone that far. And I thank you guys for clicking that subscribe button. 452. No more news underway about exactly what's been going on, but it's been a fucking crazy night, an insanely successful night for us here at the Joe Cronin Show. Larry Funk, I don't know where he is. But I opened the phone lines up, so the phone lines are jammed right now. I'm just trying to fix the phone lines to fix it. Discord just crashed, so I'm not chatting with you guys. But it's 339-226-6610. I'm going to get the phone lines back up now so that I can take some more calls again, and we'll see what happens here. I'm getting your tweets right now on Twitter at Joe Cronin Show, so I was just taking a look at it. But let me see. We're looking good, though. You're looking fucking good. Let me see if we can take this call here. Hey, what's up? You're live on the Joe Cronin Show.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man?
Nothing, man. I wanted to talk about that CM Punk fight.
Hey, it wasn't good for Punk, I'll tell you that. Did you watch it? I don't know what he just said. He's probably drinking. Get drunk, baby. 240, you're live on the Joe Cronin Show. What's up?
Yo, Joe. I think you should check out the post-fight press conference. CM Punk almost teared up there.
Really? He's like
Literally
really
had tears in his eyes. Because I think they brought up like what his wife was saying after the fight, and if he met anyone like Dana or someone. So it was pretty emotional at the post-fight press conference. He was the first one on there. But yeah, it was very lopsided, and yeah, it went as many people predicted. Guy got hurt, but if he's gonna do this, like they said at the end of UFC, he needs to start at the amateur level, honestly. can't start at the pro level.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. You got to start down low. I don't know what they were doing, but it's clear that he's completely outmatched at this level. I mean, he really is. I mean, this is what I would look like this if I got in there. I mean, I would look bad, you know?
Yeah.
And that's basically what it looked like, man. Great call. Thank you for the call. The phone lines are jammed. I'm just rattling through. 619, you're live on the Joe Cronin Show. What's up?
Hey, man, what's up with that Triple G fight, though?
Oh, dude. What'd you think about that one, huh?
Man, pretty sick, though, right?
Was it? What'd you like about it? Hello? Give me a hell yeah! Give me a hell yeah. I don't know. I thought he was going to go in it. I was really just covering that CM Punk shit. Let me see what the donation is. Hold on one second. Let's get it rolling. Best thing about Punk's ass kicking was him coming out to Cult of Personality. I agree, Ray. It was pretty cool when he came out to the theme song. It really was cool. And then his speech at the end was cool. His entrance was good. His outro was good. Problem is, he got his ass kicked in the middle of the fucking octagon. That's the issue. But yeah, 5 rounds was a heavyweight championship. Overeem got fucking toolbagged. Overeem looked like he was fucking over fighting. Like he didn't want to fight. Didn't he come out to Machine Gun Kelly? Like, or somebody came out to Machine Gun. I heard Machine Gun Kelly. It was just a weird. The Punk thing was weird. I'm looking at the way you guys wrote to me over here, and it just was. It was a bizarre. The whole Punk thing was surreal and weird. He was kind of like chuckling at one point, and like he just got fucking humble pied, dude. He got humble fucking pied, bro. I don't know, man. It sounded to me like CM Punk wants to keep fighting, but like he's like, oh, I'll be back. You know, it's like honestly, it's gonna if he's for real, it's gonna take CM Punk maybe 2 to 3 ass kickings to finally be like, you know what? I think I'm not gonna do this anymore. I mean, unfortunately, sometimes you're just not. You know, you might be good at something, somewhat good at something, but you may not. You may not be an all-star at it. You know what I mean? It's going to take some extra level to fight in the UFC. Few people do it. It takes another level to be good at WWE. Some people, you know, some people are on the indie scene right now. They'll never make it there. You know, but they're good enough to be doing what they're doing, but they're not going to make it there. Or there's people that are amazing that aren't in the WWE that still won't make it there. Just like fighters, you got to be in the right places at the right times. He was in the right place at the right time to get a shot, but skill-wise, to me, what I'm looking at, it ain't there. 806, you're live on the Joe Cronin Show. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Joe?
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey, so I'm going to be a conspiracy theorist here. You remember the Conor McGregor tweets about WWE?
Right.
Saying WWE wrestlers were a joke. You think Dana White, this whole CM Punk thing, was just trying to put one over on the WWE as like a business kind of way to just get a slide over on Vince McMahon?
Well, I said from the beginning that this relationship does not help the WWE as far as what I can see. From what I'm looking at, it doesn't help the WWE. All it does is help the UFC take guys who in their 20s or guys at many ages who are like, you know what, this WWE sucks now. WWE is so lame right now. And then they're like, whoa, the wrestlers fighting in a fight, and then they go watch the fight, and all of a sudden you've converted a wrestling fan who's like, you know what, I'm gonna watch this fighting stuff now. Fuck this wrestling shit. You know, nobody in the UFC is gonna go, let me watch wrestling. You know, all the fans of the UFC aren't gonna be like, oh, I didn't really think about wrestling before. Now I'm gonna watch wrestling. That is barely happening. But it's
You saw when Brock Lesnar came back to fight Mark Hunt, they tried to do like some cross promotion, but
yeah,
I agree with you. I don't think many UFC fans are like, oh, great, let's watch Brock Lesnar, you know, fight at SummerSlam. Then they had the whole Randy Orton thing where they try to make it look like a shoot. And I just don't see how this entire CM Punk thing over the past 2 years was taken seriously by anyone. To me, it seems like it was just kind of like a way just to get slide over. But that's all I just want to throw out at you, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, it does. It's just once I saw him is when I realized, oh, this ain't going to work. You know, I believed before. I was like, oh, you know, maybe he'll do something. Okay, we'll see what happens. This seems weird, but
I'll give Punk some respect. I mean, he got out of the choke once, and he took some pretty heavy shots. Like, he was tough, but, man, that was just kind of an embarrassment.
yeah, it was a little scary almost, but no doubt about that. I appreciate the call. Thank you for the call. But yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, CM Punk just can't protect against the shoot. When you shoot on his legs, it's over. When you take his legs out from underneath him, it's fucking over. Unfortunately for CM Punk. And it's just a fact. He just can't. He's not going to ever be good at this. I'm sorry. I love the dude, but he's just never going to be good at it. I mean, he's never going to be good at it on this level. Maybe on a different level, he'll be good at it. Anyway, guys, my name is Joe Cronin. This is the Joe Cronin Show. Thanks for watching. We're talking UFC 203. CM Punk, big loss. Pretty good night for UFC 203 for the most part, but not for CM Punk. Hope you guys can like, comment, share, and subscribe, and be a part of my show. Every single night we're live almost. Shit bomb. And now we get a donation, so let's hit this up. Phil CM Punk came into the Dopey Improv House once, built us up, then said he was the greatest liar ever. Big star addicted to heat. I thought his post-match speech was a lie. You think he's lying to himself about the UFC or to his fans? CM Shitbum donated $5. I don't know. I think he's a little misguided and delusional when it comes to what did he think he was going to accomplish here. But at the same time, you know how many people were told they couldn't accomplish something or couldn't do something? And you know, to be like, oh, I got in the fight, I made it here. You were going to make it there because of who you were. So you have to actually win a fight and prove that you can earn the skills and then use them and actually win a fight. And it didn't happen, but he had balls, no doubt about that. So hats off to CM Punk for that. And guys, I thank you so much for listening tonight. Hope you subscribe on our way to 40,000 subscribers. And I hope everybody has a good night. My name is Joe Cronin. We'll see you live tomorrow night after WWE Backlash. You were distracted and caught off guard. WWE Backlash, boys. Hit me up on Twitter at Joe Cronin Show. I'll be on Twitter all night, guys. And girls. What'd you think was going to happen tonight? UFC, a bunch of fucking steroidal fuckheads get into a fight? Who gives a shit about these steroid fucks, right? They get in there, they start punching each other. It's all fake. The UFC is full of a bunch of fake steroid freakazoids. That's why UFC sucks compared to the WWE. The WWE is real. In the WWE, guys get in the ring who have the best athleticism in the world. These guys can do shit off of ladders. They can springboard off the ropes. They can go an hour in a match. They don't have to have 3 rounds. The WWE wrestling is real. And the problem is UFC is fake. It's all fixed. And they're all on steroids. The UFC is a bunch of losers. A bunch of whiny crybabies. While the WWE is full of actual athletes. And if you can't see that, then that's your problem. And maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't be making decisions for yourself if you're that delusional, let alone somebody else like your kids. God forbid you have kids if you think UFC is real. The WWE is real. Hell, the WWE is more real than the NBA and UFC put together. Don't be a moron. I like that people thought that was serious.